to get underway, and on the mound in this one, David Peterson. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And that is out of play. Bunting, and it's in the air. Mauricio racing over to make the catch. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup, they do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Left fielder, James Wood.
2 down, bases empty. Next to hit for the Nats, James Wood. You translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. 2 down, nobody on.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Nationals gone in order. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Citi Field. And on the hill, Jake Irvin. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Francisco Lindor leading things off and takes a strike. Lindor goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in Puerto Rico. That one ripped, and it's caught just in front of the wall. Here's the Mets lineup now. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Rosario makes the catch, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, second baseman Luis Angel Acuna.
So digging in, Luis Angel Acuna. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Outside with a breaking ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Off the mark there, and it's 2-2. Ground ball left side. Throws to first in time. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Mets. Scoreless after 1. And we're back.
Leading
New
off
inning getting
for the
started.
Nationals,
Now
the
it's the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Andres Chaparro. Peterson back to work. And it's fouled off. Hit on the ground to short. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting fifth, first baseman Nathaniel Lowe.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a ground ball. Off balance throw in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting sixth, right fielder Alex Call.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Alex Call. Fastball for a strike. Second inning here, no score. That's to third. Slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nationals go quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark. Here's a big
Mets,
power threat.
first
Pete
baseman,
Alonso.
Pete
He's a guy who does it
Alonso.
all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count now 2-0. Just off the inside edge. Splits the plate, 3-1.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
And that one off the inside edge, you walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Jeff McNeil stands in. First pitch misses. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Everything came together for him. That
right
pretty much split the
fielder,
zone down the
Jared
middle, and those are the
Young.
ones where you got to make them pay. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Jared Young up now for the Mets. Fastball for a strike at 95. Alonso over at second. McNeil on at first with nobody out. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. And that's in for a strike. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Swing and a foul out of play. Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Next pitch inside. Ball 1. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next pitch is outside. And there's a ball. Ronnie Mauricio in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Ronnie Mauricio now. And our first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ball 1 there. Two outs. Bases are full. Liner, and this could be trouble. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. Around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Mets 2 and the Nationals nothing. Back here in Queens, on to the 3rd inning. Here's the catcher, Riley Adams. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Yeah, the lefty with the 0-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
On the ground, and foul ball. One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And takes low for ball one. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting ninth, center fielder
2 down,
Jacob
base is
Young.
empty. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. That one misses, and that's ball one. And another ball.
Down.
Misses
Ball
with the
three.
2-0, and he's fired three
Three
straight
balls, no
outside the
strike.
strike zone. And a 4-pitch walk. And that's their first base runner of the game.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain
Now
players,
batting
but with his
shortstop,
speed,
C.J.
this guy
Abrams.
out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Abrams, the next to hit, takes ball one.
So the 2-out walk, got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting third baseman.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Up the middle, Acuna. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So the Nats leave a pair. They trail things here 2-0. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man,
Mets.
Francisco
Shortstop,
Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
That's ripped. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Close, but called a ball. And the count even 1-1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And there's one away. Luis Angel
Now batting.
Acuna, the next to
Second
hit.
baseman Luis Angel Acuna.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right
0-1.
there.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Next
Ball, that's
offering
ball.
is down low. Just
Ball
missed. Oh, he gloves it.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Here's Pete Alonso.
Now batting,
The walk and a run
Pete
scored his first time.
Alonso.
Popped up. Abrams makes the grab, and that is the third out of the inning. Mets leave one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning, and the batter now, James Wood. Pitch misses. 1-0.
Well, these Nats, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul.
Man, just a matter of inches right there. If that stays fair, it's at least a double.
One and two here. And that's outside. Out towards right center field. McNeil in pursuit. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter Andres Chaparro.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Andres Chaparro. Grounded out his first time. Chaparro, 25 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And a 1-0. That's down and in. And it's fouled away. 1 out, base is empty. That misses the zone. 3-1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Helpful.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Young pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for Washington, first baseman
2 outs, base is
Lowe.
empty. Nathaniel Lowe now at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back here at Citi Field. And now the center fielder, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
Outside. And that is ball 1.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of it.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. So up next for New York, Jared Young. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And that one is going to go. third home run of the season, and they add a couple more. It's 4-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front of a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Hit hard, base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man,
now
there are a lot of hits there.
Hitter Brett Beatty.
So a man aboard. Next is the designated hitter, Brett Beatty. He reached out a walk his first time. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 6-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Jake Irvin gives way, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Mitchell Parker. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters.
Parker.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Number 48 looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. 4 runs already in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one is lifted in the air. Wood on the move. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Foul. And that's just foul. The pitch. That misses. Full count now. On the ground to third. Rosario fires across the diamond. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Pitch is in there, and that is strike 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one fouled off. got him swinging. Two down, bases empty. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. That one outside, and it's 1-0. That clips a corner. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now up for Washington, Alex Call.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. You know, these Nationals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second, and he's got a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So a man aboard. Up now for Washington, Riley Adams. His first at bat was a strikeout. That misses, and that's ball 1.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Call leads off second with nobody out. Up the middle, Lindor. In the dirt, nice pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Next to hit for the Nats, Luis Garcia. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Foul ball there. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Jump throw. And they get the out.
Now batting center fielder Jacob Young.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jacob Young walked his first time. And that drops in for a strike. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one missed. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. This to third. Mauricio tosses to first, and that is that. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Nats 1. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5. Luis Angel Acuna. Parker back to work. Foul ball.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a leadoff double as they look to keep pulling away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. And a strike on the outside edge. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fastball is outside.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Fought off foul. 1 out and a runner at second. Close one, doesn't get the call. And 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. And that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Good job to fight that one off. Lifted in the air down the left side. Rosario. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Jared Young.
Now, Jared Young. He's already homered here in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And ball 1. And a foul ball. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Mets strand 1. They lead it, though, 6-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. He stays alive. High fly ball down the left field line. Nimmo running hard to get it. Can't get there. This one lands foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And it is gone. His second home run of the series. And they cut into the lead. It's 6-2. Singy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals. Base hit.
Up next for Washington, left
And
fielder
now up for
James
Washington,
Wood.
James Wood. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second. Over to Alonso. Double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Andres Chaparro. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Two down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's in there, and now it's even 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Look out! And it hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
Now batting, the first
Nathaniel
baseman,
Lowe up to hit.
Lowe.
Has grounded out a couple of times. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. Chaparro leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Base hit center field. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Alex Call digging in for the Nationals. Call struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. That's a little bit low. Action in the Mets bullpen. Kodai Senga appears to be getting loose. Brazoban warming up as well. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That's a strike. And a count 2-1. Swing and a miss. And he got him to chase.
2-2 count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Out there to center. McNeil on his horse. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 6-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Trevor Williams.
Now pitching for
I
the
got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team. And there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Leading off for the
Stepping in,
Mets,
Luis
catcher,
Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Williams, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Next offering upstairs. Activity in the bullpen. Andrew Chafin up and loosening in the pen.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds. Add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball.
Can't field it cleanly. The throw won't get there in time, and they can't get the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brett Beatty.
And a foul ball. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. So up next Ronnie Mauricio.
For the Mets, third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
And there's a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Top of the zone for a called strike. And the 0-2. And they'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner off, get him in the scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Lindor swings through that one.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 6 and the Nationals 2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
New
back.
York
We're in the
Mets.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
34.
Kodai Senga.
And he's got a nice lead to work
Senga.
with, so he should come in throwing strikes,
Leading off
attacking
for the
these
Nationals,
hitters.
Catcher,
And
Riley
here's the catcher,
Adams.
Riley Adams. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball. 1-1.
Line drive, calls it in, and there's 1 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now here is Luis Garcia. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Back there. And that one hops the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Wastes no time there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
1 out. Runner at second. Jacob Young getting ready to hit. Pitch misses there. 1-0. Runner at second here, 1 gone. There's the strike. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Garcia on at second with 2 down. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 6-3. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 down, and here is Ahmed Rosario. Senga throws to first, and he dives back in safely. Slice to right, and it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise, you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Up now for Washington, James Wood. 0 for 3 in this one. First offering, and it just misses. The tying run at the plate. And that's outside. 2-0.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Tying run at the plate. And that drops in for a strike. And fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two outs. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. This one chopped up the middle. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 6-3. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
Left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Hey!
And that one is inside. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Young makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Mets,
here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. 1 for 3. And that's in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one a little bit high, and the count even 1-1. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. And a ball and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. And that's
2 balls,
outside.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 2-2. He goes down looking.
No, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Alonso in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Hard hit to third. Over to Lowe. That's the inning. Mets go down quickly as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now, Ryan Stanek.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Andres Chaparro digging in for the Nationals.
Designated hitter.
The Nats in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And that one is inside ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Next to hit for the Nats, Nathaniel Lowe. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. One down, base is empty. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's out number 2.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting him straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
That one fouled off. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1. next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Breaking ball misses down and away. Two down, nobody on, and it remains 2-2.
That ball's foul.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making them work out there.
That's out to center field. McNeil brings it in for the 3rd out.
Now pitching for
Back
Washington.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
53,
bottom of the 8th. Andrew Chafin.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the center fielder, Jeff
for the
McNeil.
Mets, center fielder Jeff McNeil.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Ball, that's in.
And that is out of play. Ripped on a line. Young snags it on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the
Now
ball.
batting,
Well, it had to
right
be. If he was going to
fielder,
cover all that ground and bring in that
Jared
sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
And now the right fielder, Jared Young. He's already homered in this game. Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double. One out, runner at second. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. Ball one there. One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Jose A. Ferrer looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Number 61, the right-hander, also getting loose. That's inside.
Ball 2.
That's inside. And now 3-1. Hit in the air, right field. Call. Corrals it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Brett Beatty.
And next is the designated hitter, Brett Beatty. And first offering is fouled off. And delivers outside. That one's in there. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down looking. Mets leave one, but they still lead it 6-3.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Back here at Citi Field, here's the catcher, Riley Adams. The other way, and that's just foul.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis Garcia.
He's 2 outs away. Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals. Yeah, that's fouled off. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. That's to third. Toss to Alonso, and they're down to their last out.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
Young.
So 2 down now, and here is Jacob Young. And first offering is fouled off. This could end it. Yeah, that skips into dirt.
2 strikes. Yep, that ball went out.
Next offering is downstairs. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now
almost a coin flip for the umpire in that call, but most umpires just don't want to give pitchers a break up in the zone like that.
So back to the top of the order. Here's C.J. Abrams now. This is again 5 in a row. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Outside low, 2-2. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.